if I were to ask you for a storytelling framework, something that you have used, right? There's a magic potion, Deepak, a little bit of A, a little bit of B, a little bit of C. What would that magic potion be that you think a salesperson can get from you that allows him to say, I think I'm getting to a point where I know how to, articulate my message? What would that look like, sound like?
Wow, that's a deep question, I would say.
Yes, and I'm writing it down so I can, copyright that formula or patent it.
It's a very difficult one. Storytelling technique. I think that basically you need to change. You need to go from information delivery to behavioral change.
Yeah.
Depending on what you do, your story, of course, will be different. But you need to start with something that is meaningfully important to your audience. Again, I, as an academic, as an educator, I have to be very specific and mindful of how I frame myself and how I talk about it. But if, let's say, we talk about some of the recent examples that come to my mind when I wanted to talk to my students about emerging markets and the power of economic opportunities there, I showed them different projects of how infrastructural, different elements of infrastructure were built in partnership with different countries, and how important that is for economic development, and how you could be potentially part of that project in some time if you want to. So that's how you can get involved. And you show all of that to make them think, there is something there. So it's not, I don't actually need to remember those numbers, but I will definitely remember that very important bridge that made people, made the crossing of that bridge easier and cross from one place to another, enabling a lot of opportunities. And then you do your core stuff that may actually involve something that you have to say, but at the end you need to change their behavior. You need to make them see themselves in there, and that would be my way of designing that learning, that journey. You basically take them on a journey with you, and depending on what you do, the level of your involvement in that journey is different.